the return of the WBC middleweight champion of the world, Jermall Charlo, moving up to super middleweight to fight former welterweight. Was he fought a welterweight? Jose Benavidez Jr., the brother of David Benavidez, who fought in the main event against Andrade. So let's talk about how the return of Jermall Charlo went, in my opinion, on BWTM Sports Gaming. Don't go anywhere. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTM Sports Gaming. If you haven't subscribed already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video, leave comments in the comment section. Right, let's get into this one. Right, I don't like doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to let you into something. Jermall Charlo has been one of my favorite fighters. So somebody asked me a question. Somebody said to me, Jermall Charlo's fighting tonight. I said, you know what? I'll come and watch that. I'll come and watch him because I like him. I like Jermall Charlo. In fact, I prefer Jermall Charlo to Jermall Charlo. A lot of people think Jermall Charlo is more talented than Jermall Charlo. Well, fair enough, whatever. I've just liked him. I've always preferred the older brother. Always preferred it. It's like Klitschko, Vladimir, and Vitaly. I always preferred Vitaly to Vladimir. No matter what went on, I always went with Vitaly. Never went with Vladimir. Never rated Vladimir in the same way as Vitaly Klitschko. That was just me. So out of the brothers, I'm Jermall, not Jermall, but just that. So I don't really talk about fighters that I find are my favorites because there's a tendency, because somebody's your favorite fighter, that you will kind of like not look at the fight objectively. You'll be very biased and think that they're great and there's nothing wrong with them. They can't be stopped. They can't be dropped. Can't be hurt. They've never been hurt in a fight. Those sort of things, and you can't really critique a fight that well. But I think after you hear what I'm going to say today, you'll probably think differently of me. I don't like talking about favorite fighters like that because, like I said, for those same reasons. But let's go. Let's see. Let's make it happen. Let's do it for this video because I'm a huge Jermall Charlo, the heavier brother. Yes. The heavier brother, yes. So here's this. I saw the fight against Benavidez, and in my opinion, yeah, he's been out the ring a long time. Mental health's a big thing, huge thing, particularly at the elite end of the sport. The physical side of things are there, but mentally, that's key. So, you get yourself into shape, it's great. But if your mental state is not right, doesn't matter how much shape you get yourself into. It's your mental state you're gonna have to rely on. In a tough moment in a fight to stay focused. So your head has to be on right. So congratulations for Jermall Charlo. That step to get back in and fight again. Last time I saw Jose Benavidez Jr. was him getting knocked out by Terence Crawford. Now, before the fight, all I'm thinking is Terence Crawford knocked this dude out at welterweight. So if Terence Crawford can knock this guy do that welterweight, then surely my guy is going to blast him. He's going to run straight through. That's what I'm thinking in my head. He's got more weight on him as well. He's going to knock this guy out for 3-4 rounds. I've seen Charlo knock some dudes out. I'm thinking, yeah, he'll take care of this guy. He'll knock this guy. He'll put this guy to sleep. Shouldn't be a problem. No problems. Easy work. Yeah, all right. So this fight is going 10 rounds. Now, there was a fight before he fought Benavidez against a guy called Montel. And Montel was rocking Charlo's kingdom up and down, rocking him back and forth. And I like a lot of things about Charlo. Yeah, love the jab, the right hand, distance. But there's some things I absolutely hate about Jermall Charlo. And again, they came out in this fight. Roy Jones, no Roy Jones. Andre Rosier in his corner. I don't care. There's some stuff I hate about Jermall Charlo. And one of the things I hate about Jermall Charlo is that when he's tucking up like this, you can get hit with the uppercut, you can hit with the right hand, you can get hit over the top, you can hit with a left hook. This guy gets hit with everything. This guy, I mean, he's got some good defensive moves, but he still seems to get hit with shit that he shouldn't be getting hit with. I think myself, like, how long can you keep fighting like this? Like, he was getting hit with some big shots by Benavidez. This is Benavidez. It's a welterweight. I think myself, if his brother's punching him up like that, I wonder what would happen. I wonder if Plant hits him with a two-piece, he can still walk through the same way. And I think myself, no, bro, I love you, man, but a middleweight, cool, but upper super middleweight, and you're not getting rid of Benavidez Jr. You can't be you cannot be going with Benavidez, big boy. You can't. You cannot. It's like not even advisable, because you're just gonna walk into punches and you don't move your head. Like, you're there and you're there to get hit, and you're getting whacked by Benavidez. You're getting whacked by Montiel, and even Deverenchenko, you're getting caught there as well. And for me, Charlo needs to be more defensively responsible. Like, you need to more defend, because I don't see you being a long reigning world champion boxing like that. I don't. Sorry, I rate you. I like you as a fighter, but your defensive responsibilities are whack. Sorry. You're boxing like this and you're behind a stupid guard and still getting hit with punches, hit with uppercuts, hit with right hands, hit with left hooks. Look, I understand if you get in the shower, you're going to get wet. I'm not saying like in your career you're not going to get hit with punches, but there's a repeated pattern with Jermall Charlo where he gets caught in between throwing his own punches. He gets caught pulling back. And I don't like the way he puts his guard like this. He puts his guard like this as some sort of defense, and he goes up against the ropes and the same thing. His brother kind of does a similar thing. Don't like it. Don't rate it. I do not like his defense whatsoever. And he only takes one against a guy like Benavidez. He gets you one, he stuns you, and then he puts 4 or 5 punches together on you. Very quick, sharp. That's the thing, Benavidez. When he gets you one, he hurts you, then it's 4 or 5 punches. I can see that happen with Charlo. But Charlo, he's almost like he walks into shots. Don't like it. Didn't like it in the Montiel fight. Didn't like it in the Sergey Rabchenko fight. And I hated it against Jose Benavidez. I hated it. I did like a lot of the shots he was landing, like the jab, of course, against the ropes, the left hook, coming off the ropes, throwing the right hand. He's got some nice moves, puts his punches together nice when he's in the exchange, when he's up close, rolling. That stuff I like, and it's 2 and 3 punches. I like it. Not throwing 8 and 9, 10 punches there to be open to get counted. But even still then, you're still getting hit. So for Charlo, we've got to work in his defense. Him, Roy Jones, and Andre Rosier need to work on his damn defense. If he can work on his defense, be good. Slipping shots. But whether he's going to put that work in, I don't know. You can't keep relying on your chin as well, because eventually someone's going to crack it. So, like, for example, I'll give you a good example, yeah, of what I'm talking about. So imagine Jermall Charlo, right? It's just an example against Julian Jackson. Yeah, I use the example because Julian's a good friend to the show. I've spoken to him for a while, so I have to catch up with him. But there's 4 or 5 interviews with Julian Jackson on the show. He was probably the most deadliest puncher that the middleweight division had to offer. Watch a great fight between him and Jermall Charlo. Absolutely great fight. All the way he knocked out Harold Graham with one shot, blinded, and he landed a shot to knock him out. So you see, at that level, it's one mistake you make and your lights are out against a guy like Julian Jackson. And I just say to myself, it's almost like in cricket, I use the analogy, you're playing like it's 50-50. Every time you box is 50-50, your defense is 50-50, because every time you go and you go out to fight, there's a 50-50 chance someone's going to hit you in the chin. You need to be reducing. If I'm training Charlo, I want to reduce the amount of times you're getting hit. You go back and look at videotape of the Montel fight. Like I said, you go back and watch his fights with Charlo. And the thing is, Benavidez comes up. He's obviously moving up in weight. So when you move up in weight and you've fought in a lower weight division, you see the punches come in because you fought at a lower weight division. So you see the punches come in a bit slower, so you can react a bit more. But you've got the hand speed because you're coming up. So, you know, I know Charlo had to deal with those things and he's a lay off and stuff, but still. Hey, how we doing? Shook one. Still, I'm not overly impressed. A lot of people saying, "Oh, he's back. He was brilliant. He's putting punches together. Oh, he looked great." No. He looked okay. And I'm a lover of Charlo, but no, bro, you're not right. Still, you're not right. And the way. The next fight, I wouldn't mind seeing Charlie. He needs to fight again and soon. And I wouldn't rush into a Caleb Plant fight. I wouldn't. Because you see, Benavidez is tough, strong, like an ox. Same with Canelo. They're both strong, ox-like type of guys. And Charlo, to me, and they don't give the sort of opportunities because either their punch output or the power of the punch they've got will deter some like Plant. And Plant seems to fade late on in the fight. But with Charlo and the way he was struggling with Benavidez, and Benavidez is not physically a big guy, but Benavidez was able to back him up and get him with shots. At some point, I see that Plant left hook landing on Charlo's chin and rocking Charlo and hurting him. So I would not, at this point in time, rush into Charlo fighting Plant. As much as it's a great fight, and we have the reason as to why that fight should happen, I would stay away from that fight for now. The issue I've always felt with Derek James and Shields fighters is that they often fall in love with their power, and that when they meet somebody that can withstand it or step around it, they fold. Interesting. Glad you said this. What they're finding is that they're no longer that the longer they're around the move, elite fighters, they find they can't hit them, admire their work, and they land. Those guys return fire. Yes, I get what you're saying now. I get what you say totally. Yeah, that is a problem with his brother and with him and with Spence. But you know, that thing about them looking, it's not just the training, yeah? That's pad work. You know when you do pad work and you power up, bam, 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 and you stop there and you look like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I throw a combination, like, you know. So I throw the 1, 2, bam, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, 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 bam. So I'm throwing a combination. Bam, 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 roll, bam, 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 bam. Okay, finish on the hook. Try drop, hook. Okay, 1, 2, slip, right hand, left hook. Okay, so I might go again. 1, 2, slip, right hand, left hook, right hand, left hook. Slip back under again, right hand, roll back, right hand, slip, left hook. So I might put that together, and I'm doing that on the pads, yeah? And I'm admiring my work because I'm doing it. And as you train, that's why you fight. So in a fight, you're there and you've pulled off a nice combination. Bip, bip, bop, bop. But you're there admiring your work. And because it's pad work and the train doesn't fire anything back at you, you think you're still on the pads. Muscle memory. So I'll throw the 1-2. Or might throw 1-2-3. Finish on the left hook. Pop, 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 left hook. And I catch him with left hook. I'm still looking at the guy. But if these guys were going pow, 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 and the trainer comes back with a right hand, I'm there. I'm blocking, I'm catching and shooting again. So the way you're training is the way you're fighting. So I totally agree with what you're saying there, Shook. I think that it's something that they need to address and address soon. It's not just those three fighters, though. Again, a lot of that came from the Floyd Mayweather, the whole Floyd Mayweather thing. Anthony, good evening. Is Benavidez a weight bully? Since the two fights with Gavril, who fights at 175 now, Benavidez has fought guys who are shot like Durrell, pumped at Lemieux, and Andrade. I have always believed that Benavidez cannot beat Charlo. I'm not Charlo, Canelo. I've always believed you can't beat Canelo. Always believed it. I just feel that Canelo's got that experience. He hits. He's heavy-handed. I feel he'll work Benavidez' body. He'll work Benavidez' body. But you know what? I thought the Andrade would give him problems. But I'll talk about that. I don't know. I don't know. But Charlo wants to keep away from Benavidez for now. He needs to keep away from Benavidez. He needs to keep away from Caleb Plant. I wasn't convinced of what I saw of him at super middleweight. He needs more work. To make good points about Benavidez. But we'll see. When you're trying to look for that super fight, often the way to do it is by taking guys on that are smaller, not big punchers, past their prime, just past their prime. And the way you find things out like that is like in the gym. They get spies in the gym and say, this guy's not looking too great in the gym. He's not been in the gym a while. He's all right. He's not looking great. Let's get the fight against him. So on paper, he's undefeated and all the rest of it. But the reality is that he's in no condition to be that sort of a threat. Pad work, same tell Mayweather has. When he prowls back to ropes and then slips and does full counter, Maidana caught him at the end of round 2 with a 1-2 pump. Almost dropped him. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But those situations are more. See, but Mayweather may get hit with a 1-2, and later in his career, he was getting hit more. That was because he was standing in the pocket more. But he's not getting hit by bums. He's not getting hit by guys who can't fight. He's getting hit by guys that can who can fight. Do you understand? So Maidana was nothing to be laughed at. Not at all. Very good. I rated Maidana highly. And when they were talking about Maidana making a comeback, I was excited. No, that never happened. See, there's a difference. See, with me, Mayweather getting nailed it's because I often use cricket and boxing and interchange it because for those who play cricket, when you bowl a ball and somebody bowls a good ball and bowls you out, that's because the bowler bowled a good ball. And in boxing, the same thing is, if I'm going to get hit on the chin, you're going to earn this shot on the chin. You're not just going to walk up and hit me with a right hand when you feel like it. You're going to have to earn the shot. You're going to have to set the traps. You're going to have to put me in a position for you to land your shot. I'm not going to just let you walk up on me and hit me with your chin. So the shot that you're talking about Maidana there against Mayweather, That was an amazing shot, but it's not like every week somebody's landing that shot on Mayweather. With this guy Charlo, anybody's rolling up on him and landing punches. That's the problem. Benavidez did some stuff that was good for a big man. He showed with Andrade and was dipping low against those overhand right shots and showed that Andrade's best was behind him 3 years ago. Really sad. Yep. He picked the right time to fight him. Definitely picked the right time to fight him. So, yeah, well done. Well done, Andrade. I'm going to talk about that fight as well. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on Jermall Charlo. You need to fight. You need to fight again very soon, Mr. Charlo. I'd like to see you back in the ring February next year, early February next year. And not a similar opponent, but an opponent that you can work on that defense. That's what I want to see you doing. Working your defense and learning, not even learning, mastering when to punch, when not to punch. Where is your best cricket batsman of all time? There's only one, and he's only one man, and he's inspired my coaching philosophy. He inspired my whole life philosophy. Sir Isaac Vivian Isaac Richards. Viv Richards. Salute to you, King. So yeah, Viv Richards. So my mentality, the way I coach, yeah. Viv he's the only man in the world that would come out to bat against the fastest bowlers in the world. Bowlers who was their trademark to put people into hospital, and Viv would come out with his cap, chewing his gum, and would take them all apart. Viv. Yeah. Right. So coming back to boxing. Congratulations, Jermall Charlo. It's good to see you back in the ring. But I would like to see the knockout. Big Charlo has to get back in camp and maybe fight 3 times next year before thinking about a full fight. Does well against him. He does. Thoughts on Sonny Edwards versus Bam Bam Rodriguez? My thoughts are, I hope that Sonny Edwards is everything he says he is and more, because he's going to need to be. That's my thoughts on that fight. Can't wait for it. Great fight. Love the way Sonny Edwards is promoting it. And if Sonny Edwards can do a number on Bam Bam Rodriguez, we could be looking at our next Naz. Well, I know he's not an Arab, and I know he's not got the punching power of Naz, but he has the flamboyance, and he has the mouth, and he has that ability to be annoying. I'm not saying he's annoying. The ability to be annoying to his opponents, which will bring for great fights. I hope that Sonny Edwards is ready for Bam Bam. It's going to be a great fight. Yeah, so I think I'll end it here for now, and I'm going to do the Benavidez and Andrade fight. In addition to that, Sonny Edwards has a possible date with Clarissa Shields if he comes through it. They're shook on it. LOL. Well, Sonny, you think Sonny can handle that? I don't know if Sonny can handle it, Who's your best cricket bowler of all time? Ah, man. I can't have one of all time, man. I've got some up there. Damn. Ian Bishop. There's so many. Walsh, Ambrose, Vakar and Vazim, Shane Bond. Love Shane Bond. Yeah, Devon Malcolm, Andy Caddick. Like Anderson, he's cool. Best test all-rounder. Oh. Cricket all-rounder of all time. Wow. Jack Callis. Jack Callish. Shane Warne, Glenn McGrath, two totally different, two greats. Warne, I'll go Shane Warne. He got more sense. McGrath was the reason why Australia lost that series. Was it they lost it? Yeah, I think they lost the series to England. Was playing football, and the ball he put his cricket ball went on his ankle. I like McGrath, but I always thought McGrath was good bowler. I just never found McGrath was a guy that I'd sit and watch. I never found McGrath exciting. I found Mervyn Hughes exciting. I preferred Brett Lee, but McGrath is line and length. And I've met all the Australian team as well. And by the way, just a reminder, my coach, guy who coached me, won the World Cup with him, did Gary Kirsten. Should say that, say I like him too. Opening batter for South Africa, now a great coach. He stepped on a cricket ball and twisted his ankle edge. So you know the story. So Shane Warne. Shane Warne. Absolutely Shane Warne. Just, Shane Warne. Exactly, they were playing football. And I'm so against cricketers playing football. So against it. The morning of the test match. There you go. So, yeah. Right, let me get out of here and let me just do the final for you, which is Benavidez and Andrade. Okay. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments as always. Appreciate it.